In the first question, we have to express 9 raised to the power minus 3 as a base of 3. Now you see that what is our base here? The base is 9. We have to express this as a power with base 3. One more time, the base is 9 here. The base 9 has to be written in as base of 3. So what I can write 9 as, 9 can be written as 3 into 3, or I may write 3 square. 9 can be written as 3 square. Now we have 9 raised to the power minus 3. By that I mean to say that the base 9 has to be replaced with 3. So I can replace 9 as 3 square, and that raised to the power minus 3. So finally we can say that applying laws of exponent, when power of another power, then these power get multiplied. So 3 into 2 is 6. So it's going to be minus 6. So our final answer will be this only, that is 3 raised to the power minus 6. In this question number 2, the question is, by what number should this be divided to get this? Although we can do it a shorter method, but let's understand the concept as well. They are asking this divided by what? So let's say if I take minus 8 by 25 divided by what? So I took the number with which divided as x be any number, any rational number, as minus 5 by 2. Now what we know, we have to get x here, but x, can I write dividing by any number as same as multiplying with the reciprocal as minus 5 by 2. Now x is in the denominator, so we cannot get its value. So the best thing we can do is to transpose x to the other side so that it gets multiplied over here. As you know, transposing a number which is divided becomes multiplied on the other side, so it should be multiplied by x. The next thing is to isolate this x by transposing this to the left-hand side. Now, if you do so, what's going to happen? That minus 5 by 2 multiplied by x on the other side, it will get reciprocal. So minus 2 by 5. Minus sign we generally write in the numerator is equal to x. Now this comes out to be minus 6 into minus 8 into minus 6 is minus plus, that is 16, and 25 into 5, that will give you 125. So we can say that the required number with which it should be divided is 16 over 25. In the next question, we have to find the value of m here, and for which this is the exponential relation given between numbers along with the power as x. Now for that, I'm going to use the laws of exponent. The first laws I'm going to apply is what we know, that a raised to the power m divided by a raised to the power n is a raised to the power m minus n. That means when we have same bases divided, then the powers are subtracted. This is what I'm going to apply here. Now, but before that, there is one more application. That is, I have to write 9 as a power of 3. Then only we can apply the laws of exponents. So I can write 9 as what? 3 square. Then we have a whole power m, and that divided by 3 raised to the power minus 2 is equal to 9 raised to the power 4. Power over another power is power multiplied. So I can write 2 into m, that is 3 raised to the power 2m, divided by 3 raised to the power minus 2. And this is 9. I can again write 9 as 3 square. And then we have whole power. So what I did first, I wrote prime factorized all the terms here. It was 9, and 9 is written in terms of 3. Now you can check, we have all terms here with the same basis, that is 3. Now next I'm going to apply the laws of exponent and the property which I indicated here, that is the laws of exponent. We have same basis, divide, so power will be subtracted. So I'm going to subtract these two power. On the other side, you can see that power over another power should be multiplied. So this is 3 raised to the power 2m plus 2 should be equal to 3 raised to the power 8. Further, as you can see, when on the other both side of equal to, we have same base as 3, so I can equate their powers. So I'm going to equate these two power. That means 2m plus 2 should be equated with 8. That results with 2m. Transposing this is 6. So m is equal to 6 divided by 2, which is equal to 3. This would be the value of m. The question here is about power over another power. So like a raised to the power m whole raised to the power n. Law says it should be a raised to the power m multiplied by n. Now applying the same concepts here, I can say that this is 3 by 7 raised to the power. Power over another power is power multiplied. So it's going to be minus 2 minus 3. That is equal to positive 6, right? Minus 2 multiplied by minus 3 is positive 6. But then when we read the question, we have to write them in negative exponent. We know that on reciprocating the base, the sign of the power gets reversed. Repeating, on reciprocating the base here, the power sign of the power gets reversed. So I can write this as this is equal to, not their reciprocal. This is very important to understand. They are equal only, just that on reciprocating the base, the power sign will get reversed. Now you can see ordinarily we leave the answer here only, but as per the question, we had to get the answer in negative exponent, and that's the reason why I reciprocated the base to make the power negative. Now this question from the laws of exponent. The first thing that we are going to do is to make these powers as positive. And what we'll do here that if it is in the numerator, bring it to the denominator, that will give you a positive power. Same way, if this is in denominator with negative power, we'll transpose it to the numerator, right? Numerator, that should give you a positive power. So let's do that first. At the same time, what other thing we can do is to write them with their doing prime factorization. Like I can write 49 as 7 square. So I wrote 49 as 7 square. And as I said, those with a negative power, if written in the numerator, will become with positive power. So this is 7 raised to the power 3 with positive power. This is going to be z raised to the power 5 with positive power. Now, below you can see we have 10, and 10 can be written as 2 into 5. Now, figure out that we have this left over, z raised to the power minus 3, which can be written as z raised to the power positive 3. Now, if I apply the laws of exponent over here, once again, same bases are multiplied, power should be added. So 2 plus 3, which is 5, and this is z raised to the power 5. Now, we can also observe that we can apply laws of exponent at this step also. That means using same basis divided, powers gets subtracted over here. So power of subtraction, that means 5. The laws applied here is a raised to the power m divided by a raised to the power n should be written as a raised to the power m minus n. So that's why it should be z raised to the power 5 minus 3, which we can write directly as 2. Below you can see that these two do not have any like terms, or we do not have same basis anywhere. So we may write this only. So therefore, we should leave the answer here. So we have been given 3 raised to the power n is equal to 729, and we have to get the value of n. Now check what we can do here. The first thing that we can do is to write 729 in a power of 3. 729 on prime factorization, like 3. As you know that if I divide that 729 by 3, will get 243. 243 on further dividing with 3. 3 8 times and 3 1 times. With 3, it's 27 times. With 3, it is 9 times. With 3, it is 3 times, and 3 1 times. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can write 729 as 3 raised to the power 6. Now, if we equate their, as you can see, we have same basis. So we can equate their power. On equating the power, we'll get n is equal to 6. Now we have to write them in the standard form. By that, they mean to say that scientific notation. So what we know that in writing for a number to be written in a scientific notation, we generally remember like this, that the decimal should be over here. That is from 1 digit to the left of the, from the right hand, it should be after 1 digit, well, except for 0. So I can see that I have to shift the decimal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places to the right. So it's going to be 18.2, and shifting the decimal 5 places right. As you can see, this is a very small number, so must be having a negative power. So we can conclude like this. One more time. In the standard form, we write the decimal after 1 digit from the right, and keeping in mind that it's a very small number, and since we are shifting the decimal towards right, whatever the place of decimal shifted, By that, that should be the power, right? So it's, you can just remember this is 18.5 raised to the power minus 5. In the next question, we are given the mass of the planet Mars. So what we can see that we have the masses of the planet Mars is given and that of Sun is given, and we have to find the total mass of this. Now, first thing that we can observe that we have different powers, right? So we can make it a same power. So there are two possibilities. Either you can convert as 10 raised to the power 30, or you convert this as 10 raised to the power 29. Let's say if I go by converting this in 10 raised to the power 30. So for that, I have to shift the decimal one place to the left. So it's going to be 0.642. Increasing the power means shifting the decimal to the left. So now it will become one place is left is shifted. Now this added with 1.99 into 10 raised to the power 30 into 10 raised to the power 30. So what you can observe here that if I add these two, 1.99 and into 10 raised to the power 30. Check here, we have, we can add this power here. So you will get same, well, what you are going to get is, it is 0.642 when added with 1.99. So give you 2 points, that is 2.632 into 10 raised to the power 30 kg. And that will be the answer.